Hello traders, hope you're doing well. Is the audio video clear? Let me know. Hello, hello. Okay, in the comment section, just let me know, is the audio video clear? Am I audible to you? Audible, sir. Okay, fine. So here on BTC chart on 5 minutes time frame, what we can see is this trend line is acting as resistance and this trend line is acting as a supporting zone. Okay, in market, what is happening? The range is becoming narrow, right? In the past, what has happened apart from this? In the past, this area, this converted to a good upside rally. Let's say people consider this as bull and this as a flag. The flag has become too much, too big, right? The range bound market is too much. So the entire day market has been in a range bound market itself. So let the US market open, we get additional data, then we can decide what kind of opportunities we have. Other index, crude oil, gold, everything we'll look into, okay, one by one. We'll discuss about them, what can be the next important support, resistance, those details I'll discuss, all right. Gold, if you see as of now, this is the range. Let's just remove all this unnecessary drawings. Gold has been continuously correcting, right? This area has been acting as a narrow range and here you can see this is a support. Okay, so in gold in future, what is my expectation is, let's say I draw this, market can make a momentum like this. Maybe after a breakdown it can correct up to this area. Okay, this is the upper level where gold has potential of moving towards the upside. 3000, 340, 350 range. So this is a bullish price action pattern where market is continuously falling. At some point of time it will come up, give a breakout, retest, and then if it breaks, then it continues up to this zone. That's an opportunity which you can look into. Okay, BTC at what level is it? Let's say we mark Fibonacci area. It's respecting 618, 786 level here. And this is a previous supporting range. Okay, so market is staying below 618 level. This one area where we can try for opportunity towards the downside. Market is kind of giving a breakdown, but will it recover? Let's say after a momentum like this, from here it will recover, or from this zone only it will continue. That is a bit tricky situation. We'll see, we'll get additional information based on that. If we can decide, things will be a bit better. It's holding on to this range. Rest of the index also will have a look. In Ethereum also, we can see the market is just trading within a range. This is the upper range, this is the I'll remove some drawings here. I'm not reading any comments as of now, just all the index I'll discuss, then I'll be looking into the comment section. Okay. So in Ethereum, what we can see is this upside move. It converted to false breakout and then market is correcting. So no other stop loss hunting level on top. So market can try to hunt the stop loss at the bottom zone. Okay. BTC now again pullback correction. So let's say I enter 100 quantity here. I place the order. Stop loss for this trade on 200-300 points I can try. You can see this was a channel pattern range, symmetric pattern range. Market has given a breakdown. How much it will move towards the downside, that is a tricky question, like I said, because here there is one support. I showed you this one Ethereum, right, where market gave a breakdown, quickly after that it recovered. Like that possibility is there, so we need to be a bit careful about that. We'll see how market sustains this zone. This trade I have taken, I've entered already. We are at cost to cost. I'll discuss about oil as well. First, we will see if there is a decent momentum in BTC at this point of time. Then maybe we can relax and look at oil. What are the index? S&P 500 is kind of opened with a gap up, positive sentiment, but above that zone there's no other stop loss hunting. So how it sustains the upper level we need to check. Nasdaq still we need to get the data. Dow Jones also gap up. So entire US market is kind of in a gap up range. In BTC we have taken a bearish setup. Now one concern which I have is after this breakdown, in case market will create false breakdown and recover, if downside movement has to continue, then a pullback also is possible and then it can correct, or from this zone only it can move towards the upside. That's a thing already I have factored in. Based on that, if market goes below this zone, we'll see what to do about that. Let me see if there is any comments. SNK sir, good evening. Srinivas sir, welcome to the live stream. Shash Mithun, welcome sir to the live stream. The recovery is a bit strong here. US market is a bit bullish. This zone is kind of 786 level zone. Usually 786 level also can act as support. That is what market has done here. We'll see how much it sustains this zone. Mahinder Reddy sir, good evening. Eseki Muthu sir, good evening. Welcome to the live stream. This zone, this pullback is a bit strong near the 786 level. Mahesh Shreyas sir, welcome to the live stream. Here, how a market holds this level matters. Here, has it gone for any stop loss hunting? It's not yet gone for stop loss hunting. It's not able to break the zone. Here, sellers have put pressure, not that much of a pressure. So this zone, if it breaks, then falls a breakout situation from top. So in a range bound situation only, I have entered. We will see if downside move continues. Fine. 786 level is acting as support. My entry has become little bit there itself. It's okay. Those of you watching the live stream, support the channel by liking the video, traders. Motivates me also to make regular videos. The zone, I think market can take the stop loss. The candle movement is very strong. The 7-5 candle. Now 3 points more. Moment is positive. I'll look at other index also meanwhile in case there's something interesting for us. Nasdaq, resistance zone. Dow Jones. All the index slightly it is showing some bullishness, right? S&P 500, Nasdaq, you can see here. Where is it? Dow Jones, bigger gap up, right? So this zone, it is showing continuation. It is trying to create confusion for people. Anyone who entered during the lower end, all of them are trapped. Again, if market corrects also, or considering this area as resistance, anyone is entering also to trap them, market is showing some continuation. In 10 to 15 minutes, I think we can see what kind of resistance zone we can have. Let me discuss that right away only with you. Let's say the zone. Okay, this zone is the upper resistance. See, the sellers who entered here already, they would have made profit, or during this reversal they would have exited. So stop loss hunting is not there on top. This is a far level. Here we have a psychological level. If market gives a breakout here from this upper zone, there is a chance of correction in the market. Bullishness definitely is there in the market, that I'm not disagreeing. You can see all the index is bullish, but on top, let it be S&P 500, Nasdaq, Dow Jones. At the upper level, after gap up, even if it continues, there are some seller zone where market can recover, because above that there is no other stop loss hunting in all the three index. Correction is possible. So little bit carefully we have to look into the setup. So if the global market corrects, then here BTC also, if it corrects, then we can get a decent momentum. This zone market has to break, traders. This 786 level zone, market has taken exact pullback here, given a breakdown and recovered. So if it is just holding on within this range, fresh trade you can avoid. You see oil is kind of, important support range itself. Okay, this is the range. Upper range, in case there is any problem in the market, it can go up to this zone. Okay, so if oil, as long as there is any big update, it can trade within the zone. Let's say this is the area. If it gives a breakdown also, again it can recover. Okay, that is something we need to look into. I'm not looking at news. there any war escalation, it's not escalated, those things I don't know. But if the war issue continues, then oil to a certain extent, it can break above the zone also. So the upper level is this, lower level is this in oil. Gold, there has been some correction towards the downside. Like I said, it has given a breakdown. So as per my expectation, here setup is forming. In case any bullish setup is there, you can look into gold. Okay. Almost cost to cost itself, this BTC trade is running right now. We will see. Now just tell me, are you guys interested in looking at the view that I share for Nasdaq, S&P 500, all of these things? Because I look into those things also to understand the overall market sentiment, S&P 500, Nasdaq, and these kind of things. Of course, we cannot trade in these instruments, but having a view about these market, let's say, like I said, in Dow Jones, there's the resistance zone. From this zone, it's a psychological level. We can expect some kind of correction after the breakout here. If it sustains above this, then buy on dip situation will be formed. But at this point of time, market is close to resistance. We should not plan. So like this view, whatever I share related to the US market, is it useful for you? Are you guys interested to learn about these things? Just let me know in the comment section, or else on my own in different screen I'll look into all this and then share my view with you guys. BTC is going as per the view. Ethereum is at the resistance zone. Now here it was taking support at 618, okay, previously. Now this wick is, as long as this wick clears, market moves above this wick, looking for bullish trade doesn't make sense. So please avoid bullish trade in Ethereum at this point of time. Take down, retest. After this, market is holding on to this zone. If it goes below the zone only, little more pressure we can expect, continuation. Okay. Basically my initial expectation was market will come to this zone. Okay. After giving a breakdown, we need to decide, should we trail the stop loss to maximum or book of the profit at this zone, depending on the market condition we will do. But what has market done? It has moved up, corrected up to 786 level. From here it is showing some pullback. So if it holds on to this range, it will be kind of sideways market itself. But if it goes below this zone, then continuation possibility is there, because this is the immediate support for the market at this point of time. Okay, as long as that level breaks, it's a bit tricky situation for us. See here, traders, gold, it's come here, it's holding on to this range. Please have a look at gold. Okay, this is the view that I have. It is just being sideways. The global market that you see here, at this state we will see little more movement this one can do, right? All the US market index can make little more movement towards the upside, but on top there is no other stop loss hunting level. So expectation is market will correct from the upper end, right? Here no other stop loss hunting level from the upper end. I think at this zone, I'll mark this also for you. Little upside pressure, if it is there also, we can expect downside movement in the market is my expectation. Okay, before that only, let's say when US market is moving a bit, BTC also is moving, taking my stop loss later. If it is correcting means one more setup definitely I'll look into, no problem there. But how BTC is reacting until market reaches that resistance, before it comes, how it reacts matters. Correction. The screen is brightness is very much disturbing. It's almost come to the stop loss level. Let me see. In case it's going to give a breakout here and then convert to failure. Here also on range it is forming. What I feel is BTC is waiting for all of these US this one index which is open with gap up from upper level to correct. That time we can see additional sentiment change in the market, and we will also see BTC falling along with the other index. Dow Jones have told this resistance zone. Okay, market is correcting below this psychological level. In future, only if it sustains above this, things will be a bit bullish, or else things are not bullish in the market. Okay. We are still in this trade. Market is trading here. My stop loss is here. Hopefully, if the US market from this upper level, if it corrects, it is good. Now, in case market goes below the zone, that is when I think a bigger momentum towards the downside is possible, or else it will just be trapping people within this range. I've already entered, so no problem there. I'm okay to give the stop loss. If market goes below the zone, trend continuation possibility is there. I'll wait for that. S&P 500 fine. Fine. Gold. How many people trade in gold? The setup, let it go. Okay, I'll just turn off the screen for 5 minutes. Market has to go below the zone, traders. That is when we can expect nice movement. Can I enter? No. Let market go below the zone, then you can consider to enter. Okay. Almost cost to cost. Full screen not visible. Sir, full screen live stream is happening in one more live stream is happening. In that full screen mode is there. I'll paste the link here. Please join that. Traders setup as of now, it's become profitable. Anyone who wants to enter, you can enter, placing stop loss here. Okay, this is a good entry zone. This zone, if market is about to break, right, if it breaks the zone, continuation possibility is there. This is the symmetric pattern range. From here, if the movement comes, good movement we can expect. Those of you who's watching the live stream, support the channel traders by liking the video. Around 42 people watching, only 15 likes. Only 15 likes. So please support the channel. This 5 minutes candle, let me change it to 3 minutes. Okay. Now you guys can see this is a bearish candle and this is the next bearish candle. As long as one more bearish green candle forms and that breaks the previous bearish candle high, the trade what we have taken is safe. Okay. Slightly profitable we have changed. Market is near the entry zone. So as long as there is no big green candle followed by one more green candle breaking the highs, I don't think there is an issue. Okay. What's happening to Dow Jones? I said there's a resistance. It's staying below that zone. S&P 500, there's the resistance. Market is staying. My understanding is breakout has happened. No other stop loss hunting level. Whose stop loss market is moving to hunt? Any good news is there? I'm not sure. I've not looked at news. I'm just following price action, stop loss hunting. Fed Powell testimony. That is when? That is today. I'll look into that data also. Okay. In case anything negative comes, then we have taken bearish trade. Continuation possibility is there, or else small stop loss we will give and we will close. POE, this one, that's not required. $7:30, that meeting is there, right? Today? Fetch chairman testimony they're saying. So if that is live, in that based on what he says, the sentiment, what he says, based on that, market can change the direction. But my thing is, even if market moves up, hits my stop loss, later it will move towards the downside itself. Okay, that is my view. We'll see how it turns out to be. Gold, which is trading at the lower level, okay, this one which is trading at the lower level, in case there is negativity in the market, gold has potential of moving towards the upside. I'll not repeat this, okay, because this one, oil, fine, any pressure is there, then only it will move. It's near the support itself. So this is a confusion range for oil. But gold, it is making price action to move towards the upside. Any bearish negative sentiment in the market, gold has potential of moving up. Okay. BTC again within a range itself, no big change. This candle is not yet broken this. If it breaks, this next candle is our like continuous one more green candle means it's a problem. As long as this level market is staying below that, it is kind of okay for us. Here you see the zone, it's not yet broken. If it breaks the zone, I expect bigger continuation. I don't know what Powell Swab is going to say. Before Powell Swab speaks, right? Market can give a spike and then correct. That possibility is there. I will not, uh, you know, say no to that. In case that happens, that possibility is there. But still, existing trade, nothing I'm going to do. I'm just going to leave it as it is. In the future also, if market moves towards the upside, again, bearish setup only I'll be looking at. All right. Excuse me. 'In the comment section, just vote and let me know what is your view about the market traders. Please participate in the poll and let me know what is your view. %56% are bearish about the market. This market, it's too positive, that's okay. Only in the future, if market breaks this upper level, then market can be bullish. This Dow Jones, where it is facing resistance near 43,000 psychological level. S&P 500, okay, no big this one. It's holding on to 6,000 range. If it goes below that range, pressure on the bearish side can start. Until then, it can be a bit sideways and stay below the zone. That's my expectation. Dow Jones still at resistance breakout, and at this upper level, no other stop loss hunting. Hopefully, it will correct. I'll go and check online what the Sing Fed chairman, this one is there, right? I'm not able to find. Here I'm seeing that. Where is that? Today what time? This is fine. Here I saw Fetchem and this one testimony is there today, right? Around 7:30. So I don't know where is that this one happening. Like 5,000. Within a range only, market is trading without any big movement. So the setup, okay, we will see what happens here. Up to this zone, above this I've kept the stop loss. If you see gold as of now, like I said, this is the view which I have. Okay, at least up to this zone gold can go. Although I'm not shared any view as of now because it's just near the support. This one I said the resistance zone. Here indecision is happening. Ethereum to up to this zone, right? As long as this zone breaks and continues, looking for bullish trade doesn't make sense. What kind of range bound market is this? Here it's supporting zone. This area market has to break traders. The zone, if it breaks, then the supporting zone and all, I don't worry that much. It will show continuation once this zone is broken. Until then, if it is just sideways, kind of annoying. Praveen sir, good evening. Welcome to the live stream. Indian journalist. Thanks for liking the live stream, sir. Unsettling truth. Good evening. Welcome to the live stream. I'll mark the zone and keep. Okay. Anyone who's thinking of taking fresh entry, if market goes below this zone, even though there is a support here, no need to worry too much about the support. If it goes and stays below the zone, potential of downside movement is there. Okay. Until then, this market is just being sideways and it is trapping people. So little bit you can hold on to your setups. Ethereum has moved enough. Let me show that to you. Ethereum has moved enough. Little. You can see it's near 618 zone. But my expectation is even if it moves up, maximum it can move little up, not the zone. I don't think Ethereum will test the zone. Maybe it will go up to, let me draw that. It will go up to this zone. Okay. This is the zone. I will say this is a okay. The seller pressure zone. As long as Ethereum is staying below the zone, looking for bearish trade is better. This is one level. I don't think market will go to that level at least for the next 1 hour or so. This though again cost to cost. There's a big gap here. I don't know if that's a glitch or something. Let me look at BTC chart. Again, it's recovering from the zone. Make things a bit simple, no complication. How to simplify the setup? Very simple. As long as market goes below the zone, okay, do not look for any bearish trade. If it sustains above the zone also, it is okay, you wait. If it shows continuation above the zone only, look for bullish, not above that area. Maybe above 1,05,500. If the market stays, then maybe you can look at bullish, not at this point of time. Ideally, from here, if market breaks, it has to boom. 3-4 times I've said that because that's what price action as per my understanding is saying. Okay. Ethereum chart staying below the zone, so better avoid. If it tests this zone also, if it gives a breakout here also, from this zone it will correct. So keep a note on that. This is my setup as of now. Let me put it for 3 minutes time frame so that candles are less. It's visible for you guys also. How was Indian market today, traders? What kind of opportunity were you looking at today in Indian market? For me, here one setup I think I discussed in here when market came to this zone. I had taken a bearish trade here. Market came here at the zone. I exited the bearish trade. Quickly, I looked at a bullish trade here, placing stop loss. This was the moment. Up to this zone I had captured. Today wife was buying a car, so I had to go for delivery. It correct, so I exited the trade somewhere here, captured around 50-60 points. Market corrected. After that it reached the zone, and when market reached the zone only, this is the morning resistance level I gave. From there was continuous fall in the market. All these updates, what kind of view it is, everything I have discussed in the group already. Okay, if you looked at that, things would might be a bit easy for you to relate or understand. Your setup, what happened, what kind of opportunities you found in the market, let me know. Until the bear pressure zone is broken, little sideways only will be stuck into, I believe. Will move. See, when market is within this tight range, right? This tight range, that time both the side movement is possible. Hmm? When both the side movement is possible, let's say market gave a breakout here, later it can correct. That time my stop loss market can take, right? That is there. Or it can give a breakdown here, trap people. If it comes to this zone, then people will enter buy position here. Instead of market reversing and taking the stop loss of people at the upper end, it will attract some buyers here and then it shows continuation. That is my expectation. Okay. One second, I'm getting a call. No big change. Buyers are showing some pressure. Almost near stop loss. Parshuram sir says market will move as per stop loss setting. Hopefully. Hello sir, I like your learning videos on YouTube. How can I enroll and learn from you? You can download our app. In that we have discussed about price action stop loss hunting concept. So if you're interested in that, you can learn. But there are a lot of free videos already on our YouTube channel. Okay, there is a playlist of 20-30 videos. Watch that at the initial stage. If you find benefit in that, then you can join the course if you're interested. Almost market has come to the stop loss. Tested this level, I think. I don't know what's happening here. I'll be ready in case market breaks the zone. I'll consider to exit. Okay. This market though is very much boring today, traders. It's not giving proper exit. It's not giving proper movement. US market though, you can see it has given good movement at the beginning only, then complete sideways it has become, trapping people on both the sides. So based on that, even this market has become a bit of sideways. This will take the stop loss, I think. So I'll just be ready. Your problem is, if I don't exit, what would happen is a big spike there. Because of slippage, I might lose some more than what I have decided. That is one concern. Here it has come to this level, means it will take the stop loss. Okay. All right, stop loss is taken in this first trade. What I'm decided to do is wait for some more time. If possible, one last setup I would take. Again, 618 level zone. Market breaks this zone only, I'm thinking of going bearish. Alright. Here, Fibonacci levels market will respect very well. You see 786 level, what kind of good correction market gave, right? I'll discuss all about that in the course which I give it to crypto community group members. Okay. This is what I was worried about. Exactly, if the entry exit doesn't trigger, if quickly market moves, then that would have been a problem for me. I'll look into one last setup if possible. If that is there, then I will enter. If not, I will. Okay, here you see Ethereum. I'll show the chart. Now, where has the market come? It has come to the seller zone, right? This is the seller zone. I'm having very less confidence that market will break the zone at this point of time. If it comes here from the zone, it can tend to correct. That's my expectation. So I'll not be looking for any bullish trade at this point of time in Ethereum. As of now, you can see it's respecting this resistance. If anyone is interested, what you can do is you can try this. Okay. Here, you can enter. You can look for a nice target for that little stop loss. The setup looks interesting. Anyone who's interested to look into the setup, you can consider. Okay, that's about Ethereum. Look at this one. Okay, BTC upper level, it has tested this resistance. It's corrected one time, twice. This is the third time. Let me go for the last setup. Like I said, I'm bearish about the market, so I've taken the entry. And here, short trade. This is a new trade which I have taken. Okay, this is also bearish setup. Anyone who's worried about this zone, what you can do, you can place stop loss little higher at the zone only. Don't take too much risk. I'm okay to take this risk, so I have placed my stop loss here. Who wants to take small risk, to place a stop loss here, look for target up to this zone. This is my last setup for the day. This trend line I will remove. You can see this trend line acting as resistance 1, 2, 3. Here market has given a kind of breakout, giving confidence to people, but there's no stop loss hunting level on top traders. That is the reason. From that time I'm saying bearishness. If market takes my stop loss, fresh entry only I can take. Okay, see here I had placed my stop loss for one trade, right? The first trade. Why I did not extend the stop loss? Because that setup, whatever happens, let it happen. I should not compare the previous setup with the current setup. Profit or loss, whatever happened in the previous setup, that is done with that setup already. We should not compare that with the new setup. New setup here looks interesting. That is one thing. And Ethereum, what did I say for you guys? This zone, right? Ethereum, it's facing resistance here. This is also one more setup which you can consider to look at. Okay, I'll see. This is my last setup for the day. Our market stays below this zone. If it sustains, good. My expectation is if it falls, if it breaks this zone, at least easily it will give a breakdown here. From here, if it continues, that is added bonus for me. Or by this time, if it's reversing also, the stop loss what I would have got it somewhere at this zone. So first let the market move towards the downside, then we can decide. This is the last setup for BTC and this is the last setup for Ethereum. Okay, both are at seller pressure zone. BTC is at trendline resistance, so from there any correction is expected. In case market moves up, right, it moves towards the zone, more than correction, upside movement possibility only is high. So this is our area where maximum we can keep stop loss, not at the upper level. The index and all is just holding US index. Only Nasdaq is showing some correction. Look at gold. It's still, as per the view only, it is staying at the lower end. If it gives a breakdown or anything as such, it can reverse, or from this zone only it can reverse. So have some, this is a bullish pattern. So please have a bullish view about the market itself. Don't keep looking for small opportunity on the bearish side. Oil, nothing. It is near the zone. If it breaks the zone, how it's going to move? That is this one. This is just the support. I'm not too confident. I'll keep my view neutral in terms of oil here. Okay. This is the zone and this is the zone. If it gives a breakdown later, if it recovers, that time you can look for bullish trade. As of now, no interest in any side trade in terms of oil. Okay. Gold, the view is bullish. Hopefully both BTC, Ethereum, both reverses from the zone. This is the area. It's holding on to the seller zone. So anyone who's interested, you can consider that. This is the last trade for the day. Anyone who wants to take, you can take this. Maybe you can place your stop loss little above this candle instead of this. Okay. And then you can try at least up to this zone. Okay. So in this trade, anyways, once market starts moving towards the downside, I'll reduce my risk also. Okay. Let it show some continuation. In the same zone market is. This time I'm a bit more confident. Hopefully we will see what happens. Has anyone entered this trade along with me? Yes or no? Let me know. There's a lot of rain here in Bangalore. Regret not having followed your resistance level in Nifty today. You should have booked out. You are good in analysis. Thank you, sir. Thanks for the feedback. You could have just trailed and gone, right? The stop loss. Manikantan, sir, you are saying yes. That means you are entered along with me. That's what you mean? Market, though, again, it is staying within this range bound market area itself. Okay, stop loss I have kept here, but what, like I have suggested for other people, little above this only, this candle only, we can place stop loss. Okay, what we will do, we will kind of reduce the risk for this trade. Okay, again, if it sustains above the zone, then next it will try to move up to this zone. So that additional risk let's not take. So in this case, now risk reward would be more better. 45 points is the dollars is the risk, $150 is the reward. So we'll stick to this. As of now, it is at cost to cost. No big change in Ethereum. It is still and staying below the seller pressure zone itself. I've already discussed about this bearish setup. Who's interested can take that. I've told 2-3 times. Guys, look at gold. It is in a bullish sentiment situation itself. Okay, so told oil, just ignore, nothing interesting in oil. Ethereum also, you can see this is the zone where I said from where it can correct. It is correcting from that zone. BTC also is holding near the entry price itself. No big change here. But what we have done is we have reduced the stop loss. So maximum 220 to 230 points. That is the risk. If it sustains below that zone, fine. As of now, we are just at entry price itself. Whoever wants to enter now also, you can enter here, place stop loss here, look for opportunity up to this zone. SNK entered. Okay. If again market takes the stop loss, then I'll not look into one more trade at least for the next 30-40 minutes. Okay, I'll just avoid Later any interesting setup I find, only then I will update in the group. Nice reversal it has shown from 786, around 700 points. This is one concept which I'll be teaching in the course as well. I had taken my entry somewhere here, right? Market came to the zone and later recovered. In that course, what I launch in that I will share. I'll not tell the date when I will launch because so many things is running around. So based on that, I have to make one weekend time. I will try this weekend. Too much of break if market takes only is a problem. Ethereum. Ethereum is kind of showing some bullishness, okay, but still my view is bearish itself. The zone is there. Even if market breaks the zone, that's why I've kept stop loss little upper level, right? So even if it breaks, then my expectation is it will correct, okay? So as long as it gives a breakout above the zone, sustains, shows continuation, followed green candle followed by green candles, avoiding any bullish trade in Ethereum is better, okay? Just want to showing some continuation. In case market sustains above this upper zone, right, next market has potential of reaching this area. Up to this zone it can reach. That is where a lot of sellers demand is there. Here in the sideways range, wherever we are looking for based on price action, we are getting setup. That setup only we are looking at, nothing apart from that. But bigger demand zone is on top. 1,06,800 to, sorry, 6,000, 1,06,800 to 1,07,300, 400 range. Up to that zone, if market reaches, if it breaks this above zone, I'm saying, okay, then it will continue. It will go up to 1,06,800, 700, or 1,07,000 and then reverse. Why I'm discussing about that zone is, right, some people will trade overnight or early morning you might have a view. So that time, if you see market continuously moving towards the upside above the zone, then better to decide to look for reversal opportunity from that zone so that you don't get tempted looking at the upside momentum. In this trade, we have reduced the stop loss, right? From this upper zone, I've reduced the stop loss to this zone. So this is an area where maximum stop loss we can give. As long as market is staying below this zone, we will hold on to bearish trade. If it goes above this zone, we will exit the trade. Okay. So in case this setup of mine fails, one more setup I'll be taking, but that will be post, let's say 9 o'clock, 9:30, like that. I'll be looking into market condition and then decide, because what I feel is, based on what they're doing here, S&P 500 is not yet come to resistance. By chance, if people are thinking to this one, enter bearish trade here, from this zone it has to correct, or by chance it moves to this zone, from this zone it has to correct. Okay, that is S&P 500. Dow Jones, from this upper level it is correcting, it's given a breakdown. From the zone only it has to correct, or it has to break the zone and correct. Two areas. Since I've taken BTC trade from the zone only, if it corrects, it will support my setup. Or else next at this upper level, one more bearish opportunity I have to look at. Market almost coming near the stop loss zone. Traders, I'll share one link with you guys. Okay, so please have a look at that. Maybe after the live stream or something. This is a heat map link. Okay, so I'll make a detailed video about how to look at this heat map and where liquidation is there in the market. Those kind of details I'll make a separate video and show it to you guys. Okay, but as of now, just have a look at this. Where this yellow thing is there, their highest number of liquidity is available in the market. Sometimes market will go for the liquidity and reverse, right? It will go for the liquidity and then reverse. Here there is liquidity, it can go there and reverse. So that possibility is there. Whatever is the situation here, I've given reduce the stop loss. If I take the stop loss here, then market, let's say it has some liquidity on top, it will move towards the upside, confuse people, make them take close their bearish trade, take bullish trade. From there it will reverse. That is what here this liquidity heat map also is saying. Here it is saying some liquidity is there, it will move up. From this upper zone it will correct, something like that. Why I don't look at a lot of things. I only look at price action, stop loss hunting, basic chart only I look at. Sometimes here or there we have to give importance, not too much, maybe 10-15% importance to news or other things. That is how I look at the market. Rest of the things and all, too much I do not give importance to the news. During the news situation, rather than taking trade, I would prefer to not take trades. Okay, that's my this one, because at that time anything can happen. So wiping out capital also can happen. So I would better avoid during the news situation. I'll focus rest of the days we have, that time we'll be looking at price action, stop loss hunting. Based on that, wherever opportunity we get, we will try to capture that. $36 as of now. Okay, two small stop losses I have taken. Okay, if you ask me, my view is still bearish, but liquidation heat map I showed, right? Based on that, there is a chance that market can reverse from this upper zone, or from this zone only it can reverse. In case your stop loss is not hit up to this candle closing, you can wait. I'll look for one more setup after some time. In Ethereum, let's see the chart. It's staying below the selling pressure zone. This is the risk reward situation. We'll see based on this any one more setup if we get, we will try to enter. Okay, that details I'll be sharing in the crypto community group. Those who are interested to join crypto community, you can do that. You will get access to a free course. Next course when I launch, you will get access to that also. Everything is free of cost. To get access to the course, you have to open account with Delta Exchange. The link is there in the pinned comment. Okay, have a look at that, traders. For me, two small stop loss I've given. That's okay. Most of the time we will capture 100 200 points altogether. I mean dollars. In case the view goes wrong, if not, $30-40 risk, we give an exit. That's okay. This is the view for gold. Oil, as of now, you can see this zone is acting as support. I would personally say this is indecision zone, better to wait. And the global market, if I have to discuss this, like I said, this upper zone from here correction, S&P 500, this also. Here I expected correction, that did not happen. This is the final zone where market can correct. So those are the levels that you can consider. As of now, you see BTC, it's moving again down. Anyways, last setup and all I will not take right now. I'll just leave that. I'll take 30 minutes break and then decide. Okay. Whoever has not taken any one trade, one attempt you can do on the bearish side, or else you can do bearish reversal setup, which I share in the group. Okay, later after some time. Here, if you want, you can try this zone. 138 points. This is this one. Some people might, whoever has made a loss as per more than your risk capacity, better to avoid. But who's not taken any trade, this can be an interesting setup. Okay. So please look into this. So this is the view. Alright traders, thank you for participating in the live stream. Today things did not go as per plan. It's okay, even though we expected market to go below this zone. It did not happen. So little psychology, if it is affecting, what we have to do, we have to wait for 30-40 minutes. Later we have to look at the market in a different perspective with the new data what is available. Okay, so that is what I will be doing after some time. I'll keep you updated in the group. Okay, thank you everyone for participating. Good night, take care, see you tomorrow.